What's up, guys? Lance, the Obscure Movie Guy, coming to you on a Sunday afternoon, and today we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to do change things up a little bit. I'm going to do 3 headlines from this past week for the entertainment business, and I think I'm going to try and start maybe doing something different here. At least once a week, bring you 3 headlines that in the entertainment industry that you may not have heard about and we should all be excited about. And the first one I'm going to kick off with is a report that I found from BRG or BGR reporting that Hugh Jackman is rumored to be coming back to play Wolverine one more time, possibly in a Deadpool movie. More than likely, there's been talks going on that he would return to reprise his role for Deadpool 4. Obviously, Hugh Jackman played Wolverine for the latter part of 15 years. 2017's Logan was supposed to be the last film that Hugh Jackman was going to be doing as Wolverine, and it was set as not only the finale for Hugh Jackman, but as the character itself. And that played out very well in the Fox movie arc. But with Disney owning Marvel now, there is talks to bring him into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, playing a different Wolverine from a different universe. Hugh Jackman has said that he is kind of interested to see how Marvel would work with the character, and that is really the only reason why he is thinking about coming back to reprise his role. So I'm kind of excited about it. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman obviously have a very public, very hilarious rivalry amongst each other. They're very good friends, but they do go all out to give each other a hard time. And Ryan Reynolds has been trying to get Hugh Jackman to be in a Deadpool movie for quite some time. So I'm kind of excited about that. Headline number 2, we'll talk about the Fast 9 trailer. The extended trailer dropped. The movie is supposed to come out in June worldwide. It is launching in May this year in South Korea, and then a worldwide release in June of this year. John Cena playing Dom Toretto, Vin Diesel's brother in the movie, and I just can't get behind this at all. Fast 9 looks ridiculous. Not only is it hard for me to buy John Cena as a bad guy, he doesn't look anything like Dominic Toretto / Vin Diesel, and I'm not saying John Cena can't play a bad guy, it's just hard for me to see one. He's done so many family-friendly movies. He's also always been a fan favorite in the wrestling world. He's never come across as a bad guy. So good for him taking on that role to see if he can maybe deviate from, being typecast as always being the good guy. But the Fast movies have gotten more and more ridiculous each time, and this one proves to be nonetheless. Watching the trailer, you can see that there is a potential for a couple of characters to be shot off into space in a rocket-powered car. And obviously, Sung Kang's character, Han, is coming back. I'm sure they'll find some ridiculous way to explain that. But Han has always been dead to me. I like Sung Kang. I like the character Han. I like how they played it out throughout the story arc of the movies, incorporating Tokyo Drift into it. But Han, when he was gone, he should have stayed gone. And of course, with anything with the Fast movies, as you know, a character can never just stay dead. Maybe with the exception of Brian O'Connor, since Paul Walker himself is no longer with us. And the third and final headline we're going to talk about is Hank Azaria has come out, according to CNN and BBC, apologizing for his part in voicing Apu Nahasapita from The Simpsons for more than 30 years. Apu, a very much beloved character of The Simpsons, was voiced by Hank Azaria, and Hank Azaria does more than 30 voices for The Simpsons as it is. But he has come out, wants to say that he should publicly apologize to all Indian people for his take in voicing Apu for the last 3 decades. Me personally, I don't know what Hank's got to apologize for. Apu has always been a very beloved character. I don't really think that there was really a whole lot of backlash with Hank having to do this voice. But in today's cancel culture, you can't remotely be one thing and act like another. It's very taboo these days. But for what it's worth, when The Simpsons started back in 1989, it's a very low-budget production that kicked off with Fox, Fox was still in its, infancy as a network television. So, I mean, when you come across a guy like Hank Azaria who can do 30 voices and you go, well, crap, I've only got to pay one guy to do 30 characters, that's a good deal. And it should be, as with a lot of voice actors. A lot of voice actors can do many different characters, and it's only you need only the one person. I mean, Seth MacFarlane's a great example. Does most of his own characters. Stewie, Brian, Peter, Roger, Quagmire, the list goes on. But when you can do that, and, you know, when you're still starting out as a network and starting out as a television show, and you can get one guy to do so many things, that's a good bang for your buck. And as far as Apu, the character goes itself, yes, he is Hindu, Indian, whatever you want to call it, whatever's PC these days. Yes, Hank Azaria is a white guy, but Apu is, you know, he owns the Quickie Mart, and which some people may think is taboo because that's stereotyping. I mean, that was really the only stereotype that the Simpsons ever played on, was that he owned the Quickie Mart. He was a really beloved character. He's a devout father. He has 8 kids. He's devout to his religion. And the Simpsons and Hank Azaria has always done a very good job when it comes to Apu, that if something was offensive or borderline offensive, a bad joke in bad taste, Apu himself, or even another character in the show, was always quick to point out to somebody like Homer how offensive that joke would be. There was never anything done with any type of malice when it came to Apu. Plain and simple. As far as I'm concerned, Hank doesn't have anything to apologize for. I mean, good on him if he wants to do it. He's not going to voice the character anymore, unfortunately. They'll have to get somebody else to do it. Probably an actual Indian or Hindu. But, you know, as an actor, your job is to be characters that you are not, whether it's on screen or a voiceover. I mean, how far do we really want to take this? Mike Henry from Family Guy's gotten backlash for voicing Cleveland Brown. Mike Henry's a white guy, Cleveland's a black guy. Cleveland, another great character that's very beloved, went on to have his own storyline, his own show for 5 seasons and 76 episodes, but because Mike Henry's a white guy voicing a black guy, apparently that's now taboo. And how far do we really want to go with this? You know, Phil Lamar's a black guy and voices Samurai Jack. Should we get on Phil Lamar's bad side for voicing a Japanese character? Or does he get a pass because he's black? I mean, how far do we really want to take this? Especially with voiceover characters. I mean, there's not a lot of... Voice acting is a very small group of people. There's a handful of people that do it for a lot of different things. John DiMaggio, Phil Lamar, obviously, you know, Seth MacFarlane can do a lot of his own stuff. I mean, Mel Blanc was the king of it, the man of 1,000 voices. I mean, he did just about every single character in the Looney Tunes world. Are we supposed to go back and give Mel Blanc a hard time when we've already, you know, cast out Pepe Le Pew for, you know, being a rapist of some kind? You know, Yosemite Sam, you know, because he was, you know, a Southerner and didn't like Northerners, that's a problem. I mean, to a certain degree, they're cartoons, and I can get that cartoons, even in themselves, can be done in a very offensive way. But when you come to characters like Apu, like I said, that was never done with any malice. Same thing with Phil Lamar. I mean, Phil Lamar, I mean, we're going to give him a hard time. He also voices Barry Allen and The Flash. I mean, Barry Allen's a white guy. Should we be upset about that? No, we shouldn't. Phil Lamar does his job. He does it damn good. Same thing with Hank Azaria, you know? But those are my 3 headlines for this week. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and comment to the YouTube channel. I'm kind of interested to hear what you guys think about the headlines. How do you feel about Hank Azaria apologizing to every Hindu and Indian for voicing Apu? Are you guys excited that Hugh Jackman might be coming back for a Wolverine reprise in Deadpool 4? Because I'm certainly down with that. And Fast 9. You guys excited to see it? Because I'm not. I'll probably see it, but that's going to be a long, bad movie, in my opinion. Hour and 45-minute runtime. Fast 9. They're going to space. Cars jumping off cliffs. I don't get it. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe, and comment. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook. And I'll see you in the next video.